Uh. The bar sits loaded, the room is cold, the hour is early. Nothing asks how you feel, the iron only asks what you carry. The bar does not bend. The man beneath it does not either. Every play that it is a question, the body gives the answer. No clock on the wall decides when this is finished. The grip tightens, the spine locks, the lungs fill once. Chest down, breath out. The floor does not rise to meet you. The weight sits where it was placed. Gravity has no mercy. Vidar does not negotiate with the ceiling above. He lifts it. The world shifts. That is the only conversation. I am the weight. I am the man beneath. I am the force that does not ask for relief. The jaw locks before the hands, the eyes fixed before the feet. One breath fills the chest, the rest is just mechanics. Shoulders back, the bar path is not a suggestion. Drive through the floor is not soft. Use it. What the body says, head at the edge is not the truth. What the grip says at the edge, that is the truth. The spine carries what the mind agrees to carry. Agree before the lift, doubters wait. You did not load. I am the weight. I am the man beneath. I am the force that does not ask for relief. Push the spine, drive the ground, reach the ceiling. Rock the spine, drive the ground, reach the ceiling. 5 fingers wrapped in knurling bites, that is correct. Hips back, chest tall, the breath is the mechanism. Every rep adds to the total does not lie. The mirror is not the judge, the weight is the judge. Vidar stood beneath the weight that gods refused to touch. Not because he was built for it, because he chose it. The man in this room made the same choice this morning. That choice does not expire, it compounds. I am the weight. I am the man beneath. I am the force that does not ask for relief. The threshold is not a wall, it is a door. The threshold is not a wall, it is a door. I am the weight. I am the man beneath. I am the weight. I am the man beneath. Drive, lift, repeat. Drive, lift, repeat. The last rep is where the first rep becomes worth it. The lungs burn at the top, that is the confirmation set complete. The plates go back, the body registers. Something shifted, not in the room, in the man. I am the weight. I am the man beneath. I am the force that does not ask for relief. I am the weight. I am the man beneath. I am the force that does not ask for relief. The iron is set, the work is done. Set up, no easing. The floor is already paid for. Grip it, grip it, grip it, grip it, grip it, grip it. No talk, move weight. No talk. Excuse die before you arrive. The chalk is up. The bar is loaded, jaw locked, eyes fixed. One breath, go now. Leader explain. Choose one of those bills. What excuses? No reason needed, no feeling required. Show the floor what the hands do. The waist do not care what the morning felt like. The rep counts, the excuse does not count. Lock the hips, dry the chest. The answer is always more weight, more rate. Leader explain. Choose one of those bills. What excuses? Hit it, no talk. No talk. Hit it, no talk. 5 a.m., no feeling. Go anyway. Cold bar, cold room. Grip it anyway. The body says wait, lift anyway. The mind writes reasons, ignore anyway. Sweat is not dramatic, it is just a system working. The excuse is dramatic, the result is not dramatic, it is real. Blump, blump, leader explain. Choose one of those bills. One excuse is no excuses. It just reps. No excuses. It just reps. No excuses. Leader explain. Choose one of those bills. One excuse is. The excuse lives in the throat, the rep lives keys in the hands. One of those is permanent, one disappears when spoken. Choose what stays. Grip the bar, the floor gets the sweat. The chalk gets the mark, the body gets the result. Bleed or explain, just reps. No excuses, just reps. Bleed or explain, just reps. One of those pills, one excuses. No excuses. No talk, lip, no talk. No excuses. No talk. The first set is entrance. The last set is answer. Every play before this was preparation. The first set shows up, the last set decides what the man is made of lives. In the final push, the lungs have been burning since the third rep. The grip has been fighting since the second set. Blue, blue, blue. Last set, last chance, last version of the man who quit. Last set, the weight is the same, the man is not. Last set, last chance, last version of the man who quit. Last set, the weight is the same, the man is not. The ball pass shortens when nobody gets close to done. Shorter than a path, do not shorten the rep. Lock the jaw before the last. Pull the jaw, tells the back tells the hips tell the floor. Last set massage, last set massage, last set massage, last set massage, last set, last chance, last version of the man who quit. Last set, the weight is the same, the man is not. The hands wanna open, hey. Keep them closed. The knees wanna cave, hey. Keep them out. Woo. The chest wants to fall, hey. Keep it tall. The last rep is where the body learns its new ceiling. Last set, last chance, last version of the man who quits. Last set, the weight is the same, the man is not. Last set, last chance, last version of the man who quits. Last set, the weight is the same, the man is not.
Last set the sack, the ceiling breaks here. Last rep the flag, the ceiling breaks here.
Last set, last chance, last version of the man who quits. Last set, the weight is the same, the man is not.
The bar comes up slower, that is not failure. Slower means heavier, heavier means the body is working. The last rep is not the hardest because it is last. It is the hardest because it is the one that counts.
Last set, last chance, last version of the man who quits. Last set, the weight is the same, the man is not. Last set, last chance, last version of the man who quits. Last set, the weight is the same, the man is not.
Set complete.
No sympathy in this room. The bar is not listening. The place do not adjust for the night before.
The bar has no ears. Complaints die before they reach it. The weight does not shift based on the story brought in. What the body did last Tuesday does not interest the iron. What the body does right now, that is the only data. The knurling does not soften for a hard week. The floor does not rise to reduce the distance. Every issue spoken in this room falls to the chalk. The chalk does not record a reason. Only the lift. Pull height, lock out, set back down. That's the transaction. No negotiation before, no commentary after. The iron is the most honest thing in the building. It weighs exactly what it weighs every single time. The weight that cannot hear you is the most honest thing you own. Iron on. Iron does not lie. Iron does not comfort. Iron on only shows. The man who talks to the bar is having a private conversation. The bar's answer is always the same. Lift or do not lift. There is no partial credit for effort that does not move weight. The rep counted or the rep did not count. No middle ground. Shoulders packed, lats engaged. The cue is not emotional. The cue is mechanical. The body is a machine in this moment. Machines do not feel sorry for themselves. Mid-cycle, the cycle completes. The machine earns its maintenance. 5 reps agreed upon before the hands touch the bar. The agreement was made before the body felt the third. The agreement does not renegotiate based on how the third felt. 4, 5, lockout, that was
was the agreement kept. The sweat on the bar is not decoration. It is evidence that the body showed up and submitted to the law. The law of progressive overload has no exceptions for mood. Add weight, adapt, add weight. That is the entire doctrine. The body does not want to add weight. The body wants equilibrium. Equilibrium is the enemy of adaptation. Disrupted deliberately. The bar is the disruption. Loaded, lifted, reset, loaded again. Discomfort is not a warning. It is a confirmation that something is shifted. The grip closes harder in the last 2 reps. That is not struggle. That is the body finding resources it did not know it had. The last rep teaches the body what the next max will be. The body learns at the edge, not in the comfortable middle.
The iron does not hear. The iron only measures. The iron does not hear. The iron only measures. The iron does not hear. The iron only measures. The iron does not hear. The iron only measures.
What separated the man from the average was not talent. It was the willingness to stand in front of something indifferent and perform anyway without applause, without acknowledgement. The bar always the same, whether anyone is watching or not.
Wait, that can I hear you? Is the most honest thing you own. Iron does not lie.
Iron does not comfort.
Iron only shows.
The session ends, the bar goes back to body change. Not visibly, not today, but the compound is accumulating. The iron heard nothing, the iron measured everything. The difference between those 2 facts is the entire lesson.
The iron does not hear.
The iron measures, that is enough.
The iron does not hear.
The iron measures, that is enough.
The wait, that can I hear you? Wait, that can I hear you? Is the most honest thing you own. Iron does not lie.
Iron does not comfort.
Iron only shows.
Measure.
The gap between pain and progress is not a place to pass through quickly. It is the only place where the body decides what it becomes.
The burn started 3 reps back. It has not stopped. The body has been sending signals since the 2nd set. None of those signals have been wrong. They are accurate. The body is correct. It is at capacity. The question is what capacity means. This is the place where most men turn around. Not because they are weak, because the signal is real and the turning is logical. Logic is not the right tool here. Commitment is the right tool. Commitment does not require the burn to stop first.
This is where I stay. Pain does not move me from this position. Between the burn and the result, I live here, I do not leave.
The lungs and capacity are not broken, they are working at maximum. Maximum is not the end, it is the zone where adaptation begins. The body does not grow in the comfortable range, it grows here. In this exact temperature, in this exact discomfort here. The man who stays in this zone longer than his previous version has already won before the rep completes. The rep is the record, the staying is the real achievement. Every second in the zone is a second the body cannot ignore.
This is where I stay. Pain does not move me from this position. Between the burn and the result, I live here, I do not leave.
Stay in the gap. Stay in the gap. Stay in the gap. Between the pain signal and the progress is exactly one decision. The decision is made at the point of maximum discomfort, not before, not after. At the exact moment the body has to stop. That is where the choice lives, nowhere else, only there. This is the moment every previous version of this man turned away. This is the moment the new version stays. The gap does not close him out, the pain is accurate. The body is correct and the man lives anyway. Not because the pain is wrong, because the commitment was made before the pain arrived. The vow was made in the cold before the first plate was loaded. The vow did not come with an exemption for the 3rd set. The vow does not renegotiate at the point of maximum difficulty. The vow is the reason the hands stay closed. Right here, right now.
Stay. The gap is the train. Stay. The gap is the train.
Stay in the gap. Stay in the gap. Stay in the gap.
This is where I stay. Pain does not move me from this position. Between the burn and the result, I live here, I do not leave.
The man who cleared the gap looks different from the other side. Not different in the mirror, different in the decision-making capacity. The body learned that the signal does not mean stop. It means continue. That lesson only comes from staying in the gap. Nowhere else teaches it.
This is where I stay. Pain does not move me from this position. Between the burn and the result, I live here, I do not leave. This is where I stay. Pain does not move me from this position. Between the burn and the result, I live here, I do not leave.
Gap cleared. The burn starts. The question starts with it. The answer is already loaded. It does not wait for the question to finish. The muscle sends the signal is accurate and real. Accurate does not mean stop, accurate means the system is working. The burn confirms the work is happening below the previous ceiling. Below the previous ceiling is exactly where progress lasts. The signal says capacity, capacity is not the finish line. Capacity is the starting point for expansion. Treat it correctly, the burn is not an alarm. It is a confirmation, confirmation that the body's in the zone when change occurs. The muscle burns, what does the body do? Keep moving, the burn is the answer, not the question. The lungs are full, what does the chest do? Drive forward, the pressure is the point, keep moving. Stop is a suggestion, forward is the law. The law was written before the set began. The burn did not change the law was made without exceptions. Exceptions are for conditions, this condition was already accounted for. Keep the knees tracking, keep the back angle, keep the pace. Three mechanics, none of them require the burn to stop first. The burn and the mechanics coexist, they are designed to coexist. The body at maximum is not broken, it is maximally engaged. Hey, the muscle burns, what does the body do? Keep moving, the burn is the answer, not the question. The lungs are full, what does the chest do? Drop forward, the pressure is the point, keep moving. Burn and move, burn and move, burn and move, burn and move, hey. Burn and move, burn and move, burn and move. Yeah. The body that knows burning continues as a different body. Different at the cellular level, not matter, fuckly, literally different. Yeah. The fiber tears at maximum, know the repairables above the old ceiling. This is not poetic, this is physiology, the burn. A mechanism, earn keep first, a millisecond of genuine adaptation. The body does not adapt below its previous threshold, only above, stay above the threshold. Keep moving, that is the entire science. Simplified to one instruction, and the instruction never changes. The muscle burns, what does the body do? Keep moving, the burn is the answer, not the question. The lungs are full, what does the chest do? Drive forward, the pressure is the point, keep moving. Move through the burn, move through the burn, hey. Move through the burn, move through the burn, hey. Move through the burn, move through the burn, hey, 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 huh. Move through the burn. The muscle burns, what does the body do? Keep moving, the burn is the answer, not the question. The lungs are full, what does the chest do? Drive forward, the pressure is the point, keep moving. The override is not violence against the body. It is agreement with the process. The process requires passage through discomfort. Agree before it arrives. The agreement makes the passage predictable. Predictable does not mean easy. Easy is not the target. Completion is the target. And the burn is on the path. The muscle burns, what does the body do? Keep moving, the burn is the answer, not the question. The lungs are full, what does the chest do? Drive forward, the pressure is the point, keep moving. Keep moving, keep moving, the burn is the answer, not the question. Keep moving, keep moving, the burn is the answer, not the question. The muscle burns, what does the body do? Muscle burn, burn is the answer, not the question.
One decision. This is where real begins. The soft version of this man did not pick up the bar. Comfort makes a soft outline, weight makes a hard edge. The body without resistance is a hypothesis, not a fact. The bars, the test that turns the hypothesis in the air. The load it lifted, the body becomes what it proves it can carry. The man in the mirror after the bar is different from the man before. Not in shape, not yet, but in the interior, a texture. The spine that is carry weight knows something different than the spine that is only ever carry what was easy. Weight makes you real. Real, the bar confirms it. Weight makes you real. Real, the bar confirms it. The soft life produces soft conclusions about what a man can do. The way that life produces hard data about what a man has done.
Data is not motivation, data is record, the record does not lie. After the record that weight, the record grows with demand. The body under load is not in danger, it is in development. Development requires stress, the bar delivers the correct stress. Below the threshold is maintenance, above is transformation. Load above the threshold, the body confirms what real means. Real, weight makes you real. Real, real, the bar confirms it. Real, the low builds the man. Real, comfort never could. Real is what the bar confirms. 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 The man who avoids the weight avoids the question the weight asks. The question is simple, what does this body actually have? The bar strips the story away. The bar measures the actual answer, not the intended answer, not the imagined answer, the actual answer. 5 reps at this weight, that is the true statement about this body today. Not about the potential, about what exists and can be proven right now. The bar is the proof, the completed rep is the evidence. Real is not a feeling, real is a completed lift for correct form. Real, weight makes it real. Real, the bar confirms it. Real, the low builds the man. Real, comfort never could. Weight makes it real. Real, the bar confirms it. Real, the low builds the man. Real, comfort never could. Weight makes you real. Really makes you real, real. Really makes you real. Really makes you, really makes you real. Really makes you real, real. The bar confirms it. Real. The low builds the man. Real. Comfort never could. Real. Real. It's closed. The closure was deliberate. Yeah. The soft version of this man had an address. That address no longer exists. The building was demolished, not abandoned. Demolished, the distinction matters. Abandoned can be returned and demolished cannot. The comfort that used to feel like rest now feel like regression. Regression is not rest. Regression is slow decay with soft light in the body that is carried real weight. Cannot know that weight. The standard moves permanently forward. There is no reverse gear.
Where does the soft version live? Nowhere. That address is gone. Where does comfort weight? It doesn't. The road back is closed.
That decision was made, not in the gym. Before the gym and the stillness, before the alarm. In the darkness, before the light came on. That was when the road closed, before the first rep. And the decision to come. The session is not the commitment came before the session.
Where does the soft version live? Nowhere. That address is gone. Where does comfort weight? It doesn't. The road back is closed.
No return, 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 no return.
Where does the soft version live? Nowhere. That address is gone. Where does comfort weight? It doesn't. The road back is closed.
The new address is forward, only forward, there is no backward street. The body that has adapted does not recognize its previous limits as limits. The ceiling that was broken is now the floor. The floors keep rising. Where the soft version lived is now below the lowest floor.
Where does the soft version live? Nowhere. That address is gone. Where does comfort weight? It doesn't. The road back is closed.
No return, no going back, forward only, no return. No going back, forward only, no return. No return, no going back, forward only, no return. No return, no going back.
Where does the soft version live? Nowhere. That address is gone. Where does comfort weight? It doesn't. The road back is closed. The road is closed. The address is gone. The soft version does not live it. Where does the soft version live? Nowhere. That address is gone. Where does comfort weight? It doesn't. The road back is closed.
No return, no going back, forward only, no return. No return, no going back, forward only, no return.
new floor. Every rep resets the building.
Grip tight, bar up, ceiling breaks, floor rises. Last month's max, this month's warm up. The man changed, the place to firm it. Lock out, sit down, load more, go again.
One more ceiling on one more floor. One more version better than before.
What was heavy is not light. Light is not the target. Heavy is the target. Find heavy, pick it up. 3 sets, make it light. Now add weight, find heavy again. This is the method. This is the only method. One more ceiling, one more floor. One more version better than before.
Rep break ceiling, rep builds floor. Rep break ceiling, rep builds floor. Rep break ceiling, rep builds floor. Rep break ceiling, rep builds floor.
Every rep, new information, new ceiling. Ceiling hit, push through, new floor. Repeat the process, repeat it again. Stop when done, start again tomorrow. One more ceiling, one more floor. One more version better than before. Break the ceiling, raise the floor. Break the ceiling, raise the floor.
Rep break ceiling, rep build floor. Rep break ceiling, rep build floor. Rep break ceiling, rep build floor. Rep break ceiling, rep build floor.
One more ceiling, one more floor. One more version better than before. Every rep compound does not stop. Does not take weeks off, does not take excuses. The body counts reps, not intentions, not plans, only completed reps. One more ceiling, one more floor. One more version better than before. New limit right now, not tomorrow, right now. This rep, this set, this session, this man. One more ceiling, one more floor. One more version better than before.
Rep break ceiling, rep build floor. Break go. Rep break ceiling, rep build floor. Break go.
Ceiling gone.
Break go. Rep build floor. Rep build floor. Break go. Rep build floor. The body submitted its vote. The will rejected it. This is not democracy. Push.
The body runs the signal. The signal is honest and real. Honest does not mean final. The body does not have final authority. The body has a vote. The will has the veto. The veto is the mechanism that separates men from the limits. Body cast a vote. Will holds the veto. Push. The hierarchy is set. The body does not run this. Push. The signal fires at capacity. Capacity is not the destination. The destination was agreed upon before the signal had a chance to fire. The agreement supersedes the signal. The signal is noted, overruled, continued. The body adjusts to the decision. The body always adjusts. Body casts a vote. Will holds the veto. Push. The hierarchy is set. The body does not run this. Push. Veto. Veto. Body casts a vote. Will holds the veto. Push. The hierarchy is set. The body does not run this. Push. The system works because the hierarchy is non-negotiable. Non-negotiable means it was not up for discussion when it was set. It was set in cold before the bar was loaded. Before the burn arrived, the burn cannot renegotiate what was set before the burn existed. Body casts a vote. Will holds the veto. Push. The hierarchy is set. The body does not run this. Push. Override. Body casts a vote. Will holds the veto. Push. The hierarchy is set. The body does not run this. Push. The body that has been overruled consistently learns the new law. The new law is that the vote is ceremonial. The will decides. The body stops submitting emergency signals because it learned that the signals do not change the outcome. The will continues regardless. Body casts a vote. Will holds the veto. The hierarchy is set. The body does not run this. Veto. The body does not run this. Override. Overrule.
discipline is already dressed. Motivation is still looking for a reason. Discipline does not wait for motivation. It acts before motivation arrives. Motivation is weather, some days it comes, most days it doesn't. Discipline is the building that stands regardless of the weather outside. The building was constructed specifically to function without the weather's cooperation. The man who waits to feel ready to train will train when he feels ready. That is inconsistent. Inconsistent produces inconsistent results. The man who trains before he feels ready trains every scheduled day. Every scheduled day produces compounded results. Compounding does not take days off. Discipline moves. Motivation watch it. Discipline moves first. The first man in the room did not wait to want it. He came. The alarm is not a suggestion. It is the initiation of a contract. The contract was agreed upon last night when the time was set. The contract reads, the body will be in motion by this time. No exceptions, no exception. Call for move, for weather, for difficulty, no clause. 5 a.m. is not comfortable. 5 a.m. was never meant to be comfortable. 5 a.m. is the proof that the hierarchy is correct, will over comfort. The body in the cold gym before dawn is the physical evidence that the decision-making system is functioning at the correct priority order. Motivation is a passenger, it does not hold the steering mechanism. The wheel is held by the system runs regardless of motivation's presence. When motivation arrives mid-session, it is welcome but not required. The session was already in progress when motivation finally showed up late. Discipline is not harsh. Discipline is kind in the long direction. Kind in the long direction means the future body thanks the present decision. The present decision to train without feeling like it is an act of future generosity. The future version of this man is receiving a gift from the discipline of now. Discipline moves, motivation watch it. Discipline is first. Discipline moves, motivation watch it. Discipline is first. Discipline moves, motivation watch it. Discipline is first. The first man in the room that not wait to want it, he came. The strike is preemptive, discipline act before resistance organized. Resistance requires time to build, discipline does not give it that time. The shoes go on before the mind fully wakes, the bars loaded before the argument forms. The argument never completes because the rep is already in progress. This is the mechanism, move the body first, let the mind catch up. The mind catches up within 2 minutes of movement. Every single time, 2 minutes of discipline produces the momentum. That motivation then calls its own. Motivation takes credit, discipline does not need the credit, it has the result. The man who struck first built the version of later robbing men envy. They see the result and attributed to genetics, to time, to circumstance. They attribute is wrong, the result is the accumulated product of the first strikes each morning, each session. Discipline landed the first punch every time. Discipline strikes first. Discipline strikes first. Discipline strikes first. Discipline strikes first. The later robbing motivation is still youthful. Use it when it shows. Use it to run faster, to add weight, to extend the session, but never wait for. The session does not pause for motivation to arrive. The session was called by discipline. Discipline runs the room. Discipline moves, motivation watches. Discipline moves first. The first man in the room did not wait to want it, he came. Discipline moves, motivation watches. Discipline moves first. The first man in the room did not wait to want it, he came. Discipline moves, motivation watches. Discipline moves first. The first man in the room did not wait to want it, he came.
The first set met one version of the man. The last set will not meet the same man. Each set is a small death and a smaller resurrection. The net is always positive. The body that completes the set is not the body that began. Different at the cellular level, not at the visible level, not yet. The visible level is a delay report, the cellular report is immediate. The first rep asks what the body has, the last rep answers. The answer is always more than the first rep predicted. The prediction was made before the body was tested. The test updates the data, updated data produces updated predictions. The man grows into his next prediction. Set by set, the man rebuilds. Set by set, the man rebuilds. Set by set. The second set knows things the first set did not know. Warm tissue, prime neural pathways, calibrated expectation. The second set benefits from the investment of the first. Every set compounds the knowledge of all previous sets. The body is a learning system. It learns under load. Under load is the only classroom where real adaptation occurs. Classroom attendance is mandatory. No set skip, no session miss. Every absence delays the graduation. Every session advances. Set by set, the man rebuilds. Set by set, the man rebuilds. Set by set, the version rises. Fall. Set by set, the old ceiling falls. Set by set, the evolution is real. Set by set, the evolution is real. The third set finds a body that has already survived. To survive means adapted. Adapted means capable of more. More is the target. More is always the target. The target never stops moving. When the target stops moving, the man stops evolving. Keep the target moving. Each set is a vote for the next version. The votes accumulate enough votes, and the new version is the current version. The current version looked impossible to the version 3 months ago. 3 months of sets produced the impossible. That is the mathematics.
The rep is the unit, the set is the sentence, the session is the paragraph, the training cycle is the chapter, the years of the book is the body is being written right now in this set. Write it with intention, write it without shortcuts, write it completely. Set by set, the man rebuilds. Set by set, the version rises. Set by set, the old ceiling falls. Set by set, evolution is real. Set by set, evolution. Set by set, the man rises. Evolution. Set by set, the man rises. Evolution. Set by set, the man rises. Evolution is real. The man the first set met was strong. The man the last set found is stronger. The distance between those two men is measured in sets and reps and sessions. The measurement has been accumulating since the first time the bar was touched. Every set since then contributed to the current measurement. None were wasted. The man rebuilds. Set by set. The version rises. Set by set. The feeling falls. Set by set. Evolution is real. Set by set. Evolution. 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 Set by set. The man rebuilds. Set by set. The version rises. Set by set. Old ceiling falls. Set by set. Evolution is real. Real. Evolve. Real. Evolve. Evolve. Evolve.
No audience, no applause, no record kept publicly. The work happens anyway. The silence is the correct environment. The loudest version of this man is being assembled in the quietest room. No one watches the assembly. The assembly does not require a witness. The witness is the future. The future arrives and sees the completed version. The completed version was built in silence. The silence was not a limitation. The empty gym at 5 a.m. is not desolate, it is dedicated. Dedicated is not lonely. Dedicated is the correct word for intentional isolation. The man who trains with no audience has removed the contamination of performance. The rep is clean, it was done for the result, not for the record. The loudest version, built in the quietest room. Silence is the workshop. The result is the announcement. The Instagram post about the session is not the session. The session was the empty room and the bar and the man. The post is the announcement. The silence before it was the real event. The announcement does not make the result. The silence made the result. The loudest version, built in the quietest room. Silence is the workshop. The result is the announcement. Silence builds, silence builds, silence builds, silence builds, silence builds, silence builds, silence builds. The loudest version, built in the quietest room. Silence is the workshop. The result is the announcement. No one needs to see the rep for the rep to count the rep. Counted in the empty room counts exactly as much as the rep performed before a crowd. The body cannot tell the difference. The body responds to load, not to audience. Load is load regardless of witnesses. The man who requires an audience to perform is made performance conditional. Conditional performance produces conditional results. Results with expiration dates. Unconditional performance produces unconditional results. Results that compound, build in silence. The result will make noise without any assistance. The loudest version, built in the quietest room. Silence is the workshop. The result is the announcement. In the quiet building, in the quiet building. The assembly continues, plate by plate, session by session, in silence. The assembly does not announce its progress, it simply continues. One day the assembly completes a phase, and the result speaks. The result speaks louder than any announcement could have, because silence preceded it. The loudest version, built in the quietest room. Silence is the workshop. The result is the announcement. Built in silence, built in silence. The result speaks. Built in silence, built in silence.
The result is the loudest version. Built in the quietest room. Silence is the workshop. The result is the announcement.
Motivation came by. Will was already there. Will does not let the visitor decide the schedule. Motivation is a visitor. Will owns a property. The visitor is welcome when it arrives. It is not waited for. The property functions without the visitor. The visitor enhances, but the visitor does not control what happens in the building. Will opened the gym before motivation knew the address. Will loaded the bar before motivation's finished his coffee. Will completed 3 sets before motivation sent a text saying it was coming. Motivation arrived at the 4th set. Will said welcome and continue. To open the room before motivation found the door. Will owns the property, Will does not wait. Will loaded the bar before the feeling arrived. Will runs this building, motivation just visit. Motivation is seasonal, it comes and goes with temperature and sleep. Inconsistent arrivals make a poor business partner. Wood does not partner with it, Wood does not require motivation's presence to execute the session runs regardless. Motivation is a bonus, not a condition. And the man who has confused motivation for Will is built on sand. Sand shifts, sand dissolves in difficulty. Sand is not a foundation. Will is poured concrete, will sets and hardens with every session. Hardened wood does not need motivation to hold destruction. It stands home in the room before motivation found a door. Where Will owns the property, Will does not wait. Will loaded the bar before the feeling arrived. Where Will runs this building, motivation just visits. Will owns this motivation, Will owns this motivation, Will owns this motivation, motivation just visit. The foundation was laid in the sessions no one talked about, not the peak lifts, the ordinary Tuesday sessions. Those built the foundation. Ordinary Tuesdays do not attract motivation. Motivation prefers occasions. What shows up for ordinary Tuesdays, what is not required one occasion. The body that stands at this level was built on ordinary Tuesdays, accumulated over years. Motivation absent for most of them, will present for all of them. We'll log it every rep without applause. The applause came later, we did not stop for it. We'll continue. We'll open the room before motivation found the door. Will owns a property, Will does not wait. Will loaded the bar before the feeling arrived. Will runs this building, motivation just visits. Will move, Will motion watches, Will already started. Will move, motivation watches, Will already started. Will move, motivation watches, Will already started. Motivation watches, motivation just visit. Open the room before motivation found the door. Will owns the property, Will does not wait. Will loaded the bar before the feeling arrived. Will runs this building, motivation just visits. Will visits. Will motivation watch visit. Will motivation watch visit. Motivation just visit.
Architecture, the rap lives inside the beat. Lose the beat, lose the rep. Stay on the grid when the mind drifts. The rhythm pulls it back. Rhythm is the leash on chaos. Tension maintained at all times. The rep that follows the rhythm is a clean rep. Clean means correct. Correct means productive. Productive means the session work. The body inside the beat is mechanically efficient. Efficiency is power. Power. Dealing consistently beats power. Living it occasionally. The rhythm makes it consistent. Consistency makes the compound. The compound is the point. Rhythm is how the compound happens. The structure that holds when the mind lets go. Real beat that the rep lives inside. Stay locked. The structure that holds when the mind lets go. Real beat that the rep lives inside. Stay locked. The cadence of the rep is not decoration. It is engineering. 2 counts down. Pause. Drive up. That is the machine's code. Deviation from the code. Cost efficiency. Cost the rep quality. Body rep compound. Sloppy rep arose. The rhythm is quality control. The structure that holds when the mind lets go. Rhythm a beat that the rep lives inside. Stay locked. On the grid, stay on the grid. 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 The structure that holds when the mind lets go. Rhythm a beat that the rep lives inside. Stay locked. The structure that holds when the mind lets go. Rhythm a beat that the rep lives inside. The session ran by rhythm is a session run by a system. System does not rely on today's energy level. System runs on design. Design was set when the program was written. The program runs the session. Emotion does not rewrite the program mid-session. Rhythm does not allow it.
The
The structure that holds when the mind lets go. Rhythm of a beat that the rep lives inside. Stay locked, stay locked. Rhythm of more. Stay locked, stay locked, stay locked. Rhythm of more. Stay locked, stay locked. The structure that holds when the mind lets go. Rhythm of a beat that the rep lives inside. Stay locked. The last rep was on the rhythm, same as the first rep. Same cadence, same path, same structure. The rhythm held throughout. The session is complete. The rhythm ran it from start to finish. This is mastery. Not thinking about rhythm, becoming it. Rhythm, the structure that holds when the mind lets go. Rhythm a beat that the rep lives inside. Stay locked, stay locked. Rhythm a hold. Stay locked, stay locked, stay locked. Rhythm a hold. Stay locked, stay locked.
Session that almost didn't happen is the most important session. The ugly rep counts more than the clean rep completed on a good day.
The ugly session arrived on a bad night. After a bad day, bad night, bad sleep, bad mood. The body not change weight. The bar with the same bar as on the good days, indifferent as always. The bad day is the test, the good day is another test. The bad day tests everything. The form was worse than usual. The weight felt heavier than it was. The pace slowed, the rest periods extended. The enthusiasm was absent, none of that changed the adaptation. The muscle tears in ugly sessions too. Ugly sessions build the same muscle as good sessions. Ugly sessions build it more.
The worst session was the best investment. Ugly days pay best. Hard days build hard muscle. The bad day is a dividend day.
That session that almost didn't happen required more discipline to start. More discipline to start means more discipline compounding the account. The man who trains only on good days has a part-time training practice. Part-time practice produces part-time results of the varsity's attendance record. Starting the session on the worst day is the most important rep of the session. The rep before the first rep, the decision to walk in when everything said don't. The decision is registered and the discipline accounted. Premium rate, because the cost was high, because the resistance was real.
The best investment. Ugly days pay best. Hard days build hard muscle. The bad day is a dividend day.
Ugly session, hard muscle. Ugly session, hard muscle. Ugly session, hard muscle. Ugly session, hard muscle. Ugly session,
Hard muscle, ugly session, hard muscle,
The good session is the return on the investment of the ugly session. The ugly session funded the good session. The ugly session paid first. Every good day in the gym was made possible by a bad day that showed up. The bad day that showed up is the reason the good day has a platform to stand on.
This is the session that almost ended at the car park, almost turned around. This is the session where the body found reserves it did not know were there. The ugly session teaches the body to stop is not the default setting. The default setting is continue. Ugly sessions that start firmware permanently. The man who's completed ugly sessions has a different relationship with difficulty. Difficulty is familiar. Difficulty has been present before. Difficulty did not stop the last session. The precedent is set. Difficulty is not a barrier. Difficulty is a no quantity. No quantities do not scare. They just require more effort, and more effort is available.
Hard days build hard muscle. Hard days build hard man. Hard days build hard muscle. Hard days build hard man. The worst session was the best investment. Ugly days pay best. Hard days build hard muscle. The bad day is a dividend day.
The next time a bad day approaches the gym door, remember the record. The record shows that at every bad day that ends to produce the result. The result does not distinguish between good day muscle and bad day muscle. The body does not keep two types, it just keeps muscle.
The worst session was the best investment. Ugly days pay best. Hard days build hard muscle. The bad day is a dividend day.
Ugly session, real muscle. Ugly session, real result. Ugly session, real muscle. Ugly session, hard result.
Ugly session, hard muscle. Ugly session, hard muscle.
Ugly good session up. Ugly good session up. Ugly good session up. Ugly good session up.
Good. Move through it. Move through it. Move through it. Lungs burn. Keep going. Leg burn. Yeah. Keep going. The fire confirms the work is real. The work is real. Move through the fire. Chest tight. Drive through. Grip slipping. Tighten it. Move while it burns. The fire is the proof. Move through the confirmation. The fire is the truth. Move while it burns. The fire is the proof. Move through the confirmation. The fire is the truth. Move. The burn is real. Move anyway. The heat is high. Move anyway.
does not drop the bass, does not negotiate the fire, does not signal, stop the fire signals, confirm. Keep the form, keep the pace, keep the chest up, keep moving. Move while it burns, the fire is the proof. Move through the confirmation, the fire is the truth. Move while it burns, the fire is the proof. Move through the confirmation, the fire is the truth. Through the fire, 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 through the fire. Fire confirm, work is happening, work is happening, work is happening, do not stop work. Confirm is good, confirm is correct. Confirm means the process runs, run the process through the fire, through the heat, through the burn. Move while it burns, the fire is the proof. Move through the confirmation, the fire is the truth. Move while it burns, the fire is the proof. Move through the confirmation, the fire is the truth. Move, burn, burn, confirm, move, burn, burn, confirm, move, burn, burn, confirm, move while it burns, the fire is the proof. Move.
Outside the rep does not exist. Only the rep exists. Narrow the field until the field is only the bar in the hands.
The man who thinks about tomorrow's session during the day's rep has divided the available attention across two places. Never gets full attention. Full attention to the rep produces a different rep than half attention. The rep deserves full attention. Full attention is the minimum rank of investment. The phone is not in this rep. The conversation from the morning is not in this rep. The plan for after the session is not in this rep. The rep contains only the rep that's narrowing is not limitation. It is concentration. Concentration it is force. Force applied to a small area's pressure. Pressure moves what distributed force cannot.
Everything I have,
Everything I have, this rep receives it. Nothing held back. Everything outside this rep dissolves. The rep is the only location. The focus rep looks different from the distracted rep. The body shows it. Control path, consistent tempo, correct muscle recruitment. Correct recruitment means the intended muscle receives the intended low. Distracted rep recruits whatever is convenient. Convenient is not optimal. 5 focus reps outperform 10 distracted reps in every measurable dimension. Quality of attention multiplies the effect of the physical effort. The effort is the same. The attention is the variable. Attention is the multiplier. Maximize the multiplier. Focus is the highest yield investment in the session.
The mind that wanders during the heavy set is borrowing from structural integrity. The body under heavy load requires full neural commitment to maintain safe mechanics. One reminder in heavy lift is not just inefficient, it is a structural risk. The focused mind is not just performing better, it is protecting the architecture. Full focus is respect for the process. The process deserves the same commitment. The commitment to train was made. Focus is the execution of the commitment. Half executed commitment produces half results. The commitment demands complete execution. Complete execution means the mind is where the body is in this rep right now. Only the rep, 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 only the rep. The man who masters focus masters the session. The session is the unit of mastery. Master enough sessions and mastery accumulates into something visible. Visible mastery was built rep by rep, focus rep by focus rep. The unfocused reps in the history of this man are the reps that did not compound. Lock the jaw to jaw, tension signals the system to engage. Full engage, fullery means reveal available resource redirected to the current task. Current task is the rep, only the rep in progress right now. Past reps do not exist, future reps do not exist. Only this rep exists, only the rep, only the rep. Nothing held back. Everything outside this rep dissolves. The rep is the only location. The session ends, the focus releases. The world returns to full volume. The world of return is the same world that was narrowed out. It waited patiently. The focus session built something. The world that waited get the result. The result is the return on the investment. The full attention paid. Rep by rep. Only the rep. All in. This rep everything. All in. The rep is the only location.
The session is over. The body is different from when it entered.
The pain was the price. The strength is arriving. The receipt is being printed.
The pain was the price, strength is the receipt. The transaction is complete. The transaction began when the bar was first touched. The receipt arrives later. Later means hours, days, weeks. The receipt arrives on its own schedule. The schedule does not change based on impatience. It arrives when the biology's ready. The body in recovery is not resting. It is rebuilding above the previous ceiling. Rebuilding requires the material provided by the work. The work was done. The material is present. The crushing is active. The result is structural. Structural means permanent. The rebuild ceiling does not return to the old height.
Pain came first, strength comes second. Pain came first, strength comes second. Pain came first, strength comes second.
Hey. Every session was a deposit into an account that pays in physical capacity. The account pays interest. The interest is compounding. Compound takes time. Time spent waiting for the compound is not wasted. The biology runs on a schedule. Trust the schedule. The transaction was made in a session. The receipt is coming. The pain was real, not symbolic. Real tissue stress, several thresholds. Real stress produces real adaptation. Real adaptation produces real strength. The chain is unbroken. Session produces stress. Stress produces adaptation. Adaptation produces strength. Strength produces the man. The session promised to build.
Pain came first, strength comes second. Pain came first, strength comes second.
The order is permanent.
This is how it works. The pain was the price. The strength is the word. After the pain, strength was up. After the pain, after the pain, strength was up. After the pain, after the pain, strength was up. After the pain, after the pain, strength was up. After the pain.
The strength that arrived today was purchased in sessions months ago. Months ago, the account was small, the deposits work a 6-day compound grew 2-day. Account pays out today. The bar that was heavy is now the warm up. The warm up used to be the maximum. The compound produced this. The man who understands the transaction trains with different patience, not passive patience, second patience. Training while the receipt is printing, the receipt will arrive. It always arrives. The biology does not default on payment. Every deposit made was received. The account processes every transaction.
Came first, strength comes second.
The order is permanent.
This is how it works. The pain was the price. The strength is the word. After the pain, the strength is confirmed. After the pain, strength comes up. After the pain, after the pain, strength comes up. After the pain, after the pain, strength comes up. After the pain, after the pain, strength comes up. After the pain, pain came first, strength comes second. The order is permanent. This is how it works. The pain was the price. The strength is the word. After the pain, the strength is confirmed. Receive. No witness, no audience. The session happens anyway.
The witness is unnecessary. The result does not require an audience to be real. The rep completed in an empty room is the same rep as the rep witnessed by a crowd. The body does not adjust the adaptation based on viewership. The adaptation runs regardless. The biology has no audience mode. The 5 a.m. session with no one present was not a reduced session. It was the full session, fully attended by the only person whose attendance matters. The only attendance that counts is the body's attendance. The body was present and loaded and working. The session was complete. The audience was irrelevant.
I build without audience. The result does not need a witness to exist. The empty room confirms it. The body records it. The audience is optional.
The dark room at 5 a.m. is not lonely, it is exclusive. Exclusive because most people are absent, their absence is their choice. The man present in the dark room is exercising a different choice. The different choice produces different results. Witness count has no effect on this.
I build without audience. The result does not need a witness to exist. The empty room confirms it. The body records it. The audience is optional.
No witness.
The work continues.
No witness.
The work continues.
No witness.
Without audience, the result does not need a witness to exist. I build without audience. The result does not need a witness to exist. The empty room confirms it. The body records it. The audience is optional.
The record of the work lives in the body, not in the public ledger. The body is the ledger. The body records every rep with biological precision. Every adaptation is logged in fiber and bone and tendon and nerve. The ledger is accurate. The ledger does not require external verification.
Build without audience. The result does not need a witness to exist.
The empty room confirms it, the body records it, the audience is optional.
Unseen, unseen, real unseen, real unseen, unseen, real unseen, real. The accumulation is visible eventually, not immediate, eventually the visible result announces invisible work to the world. The announcement is not the point, the work was already done before the announcement. The announcement is incidental, the man who built it was not building toward the announcement.
Let a bill without audience, the result does not need a witness to exist. The empty room confirms it, the body records it, the audience is optional.
Unseen.